confidence, independence and creative learners, and it's definitely something that FS, the foundation stage principles and Forest School principles very much link closely. Children are provided with risk-taking opportunities in a safe and supportive environment. So we will give children the opportunity to take risks. One of the things you notice in our Forest School area is we've got a river that is drained every night and filled and monitored. So whenever the children near it is monitored, unlike your rivers in the natural environment, we'll teach children how to approach rivers, we'll teach children how to jump rivers, how to do it safely, both independently and as part of groups. So that skill and those risks that they take, they'll develop what we call self-regulation, and they'll be able to be safe themselves, so that they can then, when they go into the wide world, they've got the skills, the knowledge and experience to be able to take risks in our natural world as well, and be willing to as well. We all know that it's a very big world out there, and we do have to take risks sometimes, don't we, whether that's in our employment or in our lifestyle or whatever we're doing. Maybe moving to another country, we have to encourage children to be risk takers. So ultimately we're going to help them to grow that lack of fear for risk, really, haven't we? And we've got to encourage them to be able to take risks. It's going to be run by qualified practitioners. We currently have 2 Forest School qualified teachers in the school. That's me and one of our MS teachers as well. We'll have more children, the staff grow in their experience of Forest School, and some will become level 3 practitioners like myself. And that's part of our goal, as Mr. Hallam said earlier. We want all the staff to understand Forest School and the ethos and the values, so that when they take the children out to play during their break time and lunch times, they are very much embodying the Forest School ethos and values, and then encouraging children to continue their learning in their playtimes and lunch times. Because ultimately their playtimes and lunch times do take place in the Forest School area, so they do, all those sessions will follow the Forest School rules and principles. So hopefully our whole school and all the staff in FS and Key Stage 1, not only will they be embracing the Forest School ethos, but we'll have another few members of staff trained up to level 3 practitioner level, so they can take it from me one day when I finally decide to take them to the woods full time. We're going to use a range of learner-centred approaches. A lot of the learning in Forest School will be led by the children. So for example, the other day with FS, we went down to the river during my lesson. It's not what I wanted to do, but I was okay with that, because we have the children exploring the river. Straight away, my lesson stops, and we move on to that. How do we approach the river, guys? Do we just stand in the river? Do we just jump in the river? Do we know what's at the bottom of the river? When we talked about how we kneel down next to the river in what we call a respect position, we see if we can feel the bottom of the river. We see how fast it's flowing. Our river doesn't flow, by the way, it's just still. But we do all those things so that when the children do come to a river in the wide world, that they know how to deal with that, and know not just to jump straight into a fast-flowing river on their holiday, something like that. So that's what it's based upon. So that is what Forest School is.